Good morning and welcome to today's What Will Move the Market show. I'm your host Prem. It's Monday, January 5th, 2026, and here is everything you need to know as the markets open for today. Starting with the overnight action from Wall Street, US markets closed mixed on Friday as investors rotated capital out of high-flying tech names into broader industrial sectors. The Dow Jones Industrial Average outperformed significantly, rallying 319 points to close at 48,382. The S&P 500 added 13 points to finish at 6,858, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq slipped 44 points to close at 25,206. The key driver remains the anticipation of further rate cuts later this year, though sentiment was slightly tempered by geopolitical headlines over the weekend. Turning to Indian ADRs, the cues are largely positive for our opening. Infosys was a standout performer, gaining nearly 1.9% to $18.15, suggesting strength for the IT pack today. Reliance Industries also saw strong buying interest, up 1.4% to $71. On the banking front, moves were muted with HDFC Bank slipping marginally by 0.16%, while ICICI Bank posted a modest gain of 0.6%. In Asian markets this morning, we are seeing a divergent trend. Japan's Nikkei is absolutely surging, up over 670 points to 51,760, driven by a weaker yen and strong export data. However, the Hang Seng in Hong Kong is under pressure, down about 150 points to 26,353. Most importantly for us, the GIFT Nifty is trading at 26,541, up about 74 points, indicating a solid gap-up start for the Indian indices. On the global front, geopolitical tensions have flared up again with reports of a US military strike in Venezuela over the weekend, which is keeping some risk premiums elevated. We also have Fed speakers Paulson and Kashkari scheduled later today, and markets will be listening closely for clues on the February policy path. The US dollar index has softened slightly, which generally bodes well for emerging market flows. Back home, domestic sentiment remains jubilant, after the Nifty and Bank Nifty both hit fresh record closing highs on Friday. The headline Nifty index broke decisively past the 26,300 mark, led by broad-based buying. For today, keep an eye on the IT and energy sectors, given the strong ADR cues. We are also watching for any reaction in defense stocks following the global geopolitical updates. Looking at the technical setup, the Nifty 50 is in uncharted territory. Immediate support is now seen near 26,200, while 26,700 is the next psychological resistance zone to watch. For Bank Nifty, having crossed the 60,000 milestone, support lies at 59,800, with 60,500 acting as the immediate ceiling. In commodities, prices are reacting to the geopolitical noise and dollar weakness. Gold is trading firm around $4,389 an ounce, acting as a safe haven, while silver is showing significant strength at nearly $73 an ounce. Crude oil, however, remains relatively stable despite the tensions, with WTI trading near $57.70 per barrel, as supply remains ample. For your actionable plan today, the trend is clearly buy on dips, but with the indices at all-time highs and a gap-up expected, chasing the open might be risky. Watch for a dip towards the 26,400 level in Nifty to initiate fresh longs, with a specific focus on large-cap IT and Reliance, which seem poised to lead the charge today. That's all for your morning update. Stay tuned for the evening wrap, send in your questions, and subscribe to this podcast to hear US every day. Have a profitable trading day.